Hey Jaeger, this is my last semester here, and I thought of all the time and work I've done in part of your classes and how much you've done for not only me as a student but for all the other students. So we just wanted to tell you in this video how much you've helped us.
I mean, throughout the years of teaching, I've never really had a teacher quite like him, just because for him, he's more able to interact with students in a way that a lot of other people aren't, compared to like Andy Dvorak or Kay Oxford. You never really know what you're going to get out of originally as a teacher. And then, because I never knew anything about Jaeger before until I originally took his journalism class. And now that even like as we're doing stuff with classes, such as the journalism or critical thinking, a lot of that has really just helped me in general outside of his classes, because it's allowing me to explore different things that I'm able to use outside, such as like now with like editing videos or using Photoshop or anything like that. That's allowing me to take that on to Western and just learn more about what that will help me with in my future.
Jaeger is like my favorite teacher here at Highland. He's really positively affected my time here. I'm only a freshman, so I've only had a few classes with him. But he might not actually say this, but I feel like he really cares about us. I feel like he really wants us to be successful and do well here at the college. He always helps us in journalism, and I'm really happy I took that class and that he actually convinced me to take it, to be a part of it, because it was really fun.
Jaeger, he's really cool. He always makes me think more, and he challenges me to be a better thinker.
He kind of showed me and taught me how media production works, and how, you know, TV show or anything, podcast, is done behind the scenes. And, you know, I always thought about doing it, or, you know, that'd be back up to my major. And, you know, he kind of shone a light about it, and kind of interests me to do it now. Where if computer science don't work or anything like that, you know, I can always get in the mass communication field, because it is a growing industry. And same thing, like, I guess, you know, Jaeger's a cool guy. I feel like he's one of the most unappreciated staff members on Highland, because really without this whole department or anything like that, Highland would still be like back in the old days, unknown. Nobody knows it, or not enough media exposure. And I feel like he really does a lot to not only to his students but to this program, and he actually wanted to see it big and like build an empire here.
Very outspoken, very opinionated, great teacher to have.
Well, I've known for a long time that like communication, media stuff, I wanted to work with that, but kind of a lot of people, well, not even just people, but, you know, like stuff you read online, oh, that's not realistic or whatever, but I wrote it a lot more coherently. I feel like I'm here. Gaining his insight on like so many different sectors of this work has shown me that it is realistic, and what he's doing, what he's accomplished in his own life and with his career, it's kind of given me confidence that like I can do it too. And so I'm excited for that, and I'm grateful to him for that. And I said he deserved the Student Choice Award because he will inspire you to reach for your goals, and no matter how crazy, and he will fight with you along the way.
I remember coming in to his Intro to Mass Comm class on the first day, and immediately I was like completely shocked, because like he started cussing, and I was like, oh my god, a teacher's cussing. And he immediately like had a way to like it was like a comfortable environment. Like we all, like you could tell he actually like liked what he was doing, and he was able to connect with all of us, and it didn't feel like it was going to be a class that we weren't going to learn anything interesting. And or like important. So I thought that was really nice. Definitely, especially for me, because I did get to be, I am his student worker, so that was it's a great experience because I definitely got the confidence to get better at like my editing skills, and I got to understand camera work so much better. And when we got to like record all the basketball games, he like would explain like what we're supposed to do really nicely, and I was totally comfortable and I figured out what I was doing. I think just having him as a teacher and a mentor is just really nice because I don't ever have to worry about, like, if I'm doing something wrong, he's gonna tell me. Like, I don't have to worry about him being like, oh, you're fine, and then like completely like, I guess talking shit behind my back, but like I know he does that. So like in a good way is what I'm trying to say. Like he's a good person and I trust him, and yeah.
So the very first time I came to Highland on a trip, we were touring it, and I was in high school at this time still, and I had no idea this area existed. Like a lot of people have no idea it exists. But we came through this tour, this part of the section, and I immediately knew, oh my gosh, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to work with. And you were very funny, saying jokes, and I'm an awkward person too, so I was like, okay. But I was like, yeah, I want to take these classes, I'll go to Highland if this is here, because that's the only part of the college I was interested in. That's the reason I came here, other than the affordability. So I think I've had all 4 semesters here with you. I took Intro to Mass Comm, I took Intro to Film Online, and then video production, and now journalism and video production, or advanced video production. And I don't know what to say, but you have been like the best teacher I've ever had, because each year you like to joke around, but like there's so much you've done for us. You've helped us grow individually from like being shitty as the videos we had last semester, and then like the turnout at the end. Like I've become such a different, like more grown up in a way. I know I'm not really grown up at all, probably won't be, but I've improved and come so far, and I wouldn't have been able to do any of that without you as a teacher. And all the like opportunities here, we wouldn't have it without you. We wouldn't have this equipment, we wouldn't have the classes, the experience, and I'm thankful for all of that and all you allowed us to like learn and have.
It's not really just like one specific memory, just in general how my favorite is probably like how he's able to interact with students and like joke around with students, and he still like is able to like be a good teacher and like get the job done, and he knows what he needs to do, and just as he's able to joke around with people, like for me it's just more comfortable to talk to a teacher when you have that type of interaction with them, and it's just easier to talk to them, or like when he has like his office hours, it's just easier to interact with them and just talk to him like a normal person than compared to a lot of other teachers. So
one of my favorite memories I was on the dance team, and even though he always will talk about the dance team and how it's not a real sport, he would always be at my games and filming the basketball team, and every time after I'd dance, he would always give me a high five and tell me good job. So I really appreciated everything, and always spending time with him and talking with him in between classes and in his office. So I am just really thankful for all of that.
One of my favorite memories is not personally of when he helped me out, because he called me a privileged bitch, but one of my favorite memories is when everybody was kind of having a rough day and they were all crying, and he was nice and he gave them a hug and he was really kind, and that showed that he's really a gentle giant underneath it all.
I'd say my favorite memory Jaeger is when probably say when he talked about everybody, I guess, you know, because not everybody's perfect, and I don't want to say like he's pointing out everybody's flaws, but he always makes sure everybody get an even amount of criticism or fun fun things talking about them, and not he just picking on one kid. Because I know in the end, he loves all of us and want all of us to do good. And it's yeah, he talks about everybody. You know, even though he got a big head too, but that's funny.
My favorite memory was the beginning of second semester when he and his group of students saw me and he called me out.
Is that really your favorite?
Yeah, that was actually really funny. Favorite memory from video class is when me and Kyle drew the face of Jackie Chan on the egg and just left it in his
That's who it was
refrigerator.
supposed
Is it still in there?
I
That's
don't
what it
think
was
so.
supposed to be. That's not what I thought it was.
That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that meme where it's going. You know,
What was your like favorite memory with him?
You mean besides when he roasted me with critical thinking?
Yeah.
That actually was really fun. But probably my favorite was this second semester. It was after your first show for Studio 136, and you know, I had gotten through the technical director bit fine or whatever. But then, you know, I was just kind of shaking, staring off, and then he was like, "Do you need a hug?" And he gave me a hug, and then when I brought in the tripod later for something because I thought I broke it, he was like, "You know, it's fine." And then I really started crying, even though it really wasn't about the tripod. And he was all, he's a big softie. He won't admit that, but he cares about people. Yeah, it's nice.
Probably my favorite memory was during my first video production class. And we were doing like, it was like a newscast, I think it was, like the 5-minute or like the 3-minute interview, something like that. And he was like pretending to be like a Birdman. He brought like his daughter in, and like we had like one person would sit out and be like the other, like the person interviewing, and then everyone else was on like camera positions. And he started like squawking at me, and he's like, "You're a racist because you just said all my species were violent." And because the show was running really wacky and I had to like fill time. And then like you hear at the end of it, he's like, "You're a racist," and then they cut him off because we didn't need to hear that. And like, yeah, he like got up and led my face, and his daughter's just sitting in his lap laughing at him. So that's probably my favorite. Either that or him teaching Jenna how to fight, because that was entertaining. Okay, that's all the time that we have. But I would like to thank our guest, Jesse Megan, for coming down from his perch and joining us. We hope you'll join us again next time to learn more about the Bird's Men's plot to take over the entire world and subjugate all humans. Until then, I am Marsavian King. Yeah, okay. Calm it, Birdie. It's been a great day here, and we've got great guests on the show, and I'm very pleased that all we have talked about today. And this bird guy, I think we can have peace talks. I think eventually we'll get to a point in society where it can be a good thing. Like, I know you're a violent race of hybrids.
You're racist. You just associated my entire race with that? Racist.
Yes.
So, my favorite memory is probably like last semester, or well, my favorite memory from last semester is like when we were doing the live shows. Those were really bad looking back at them, but it's great to see how much we've improved since then. Like this semester, it's amazing. Like we're compared to last semester. But my favorite part is similar to like when you called Jeffrey racist, because that was really funny. It just blacks out and it's like, "You're racist." So that part was really funny. And then how this semester, there's so many. I really liked doing the live shows. I wish we would have done more. Like, I know they didn't turn out like as good as we hoped, and like we could have had improvements, but they were very good compared to last year and with the stuff we had, so I'm proud of those as well. And thanks, Jaeger.
Thank you, Jaeger.
Thank you, Jaeger.
Thanks, Jaeger.
Thank you, Jaeger.
Thanks, Jaeger.
So I just wanted to thank you for being an amazing teacher, for helping me through all my time here with classes and honors projects and dealing with my stupidity. So, thanks, Hager.
Hold on. I hate you. Thanks, Hager.
I was laughing.
Damn it, that was good too.
That was.
Thanks, Jaeger. Is that okay?
Is it okay with you?
Thanks, Jaeger. I'll say a whole bunch. Thanks, Jaeger. Thanks, Jaeger. Thanks, Jaeger. Thanks, Jaeger.
I want to use that one.
Thanks, Jaeger.
Should I include this at the very end?
Thank you.
I'm gonna
You've been a great teacher.